In our progress report, the realm of Adventureland gets an A for accomplishment. The operation here is ahead of schedule. Earth-moving machines are well into the job of gouging out lake and riverbeds and laying pipe to supply a network of flowing streams. For Adventureland will feature the tropical waterways of the world. And by the way, to fill all the Disneyland waterways, it will require some 15 million gallons. With so much activity and so much heavy equipment, there's bound to be an upset now and then. But the operators take these things in stride, and fortunately, we've had no serious accidents. In a matter of months, these metal monsters will be replaced with creatures cut to nature's pattern. The trees, the shrubbery, in fact, all the landscaping here has been imported from equatorial regions all over the world. And this tropical theme will be carried out everywhere. Here at the entrance to Adventureland, you'll find a Tahitian setting and an international dock. Here's a model. From this point, you'll take an excursion trip through nature's secret world. Of course, we don't have an explorer's launch as yet, but we do have our handy Rambler cross country to take us on a dry run through the waterways to be. At first, we'll glide through floating tropical gardens, then through Central America and South America. Bright-colored birds and brighter flowers line the banks on every side. At these tree stumps, we'll swing up through the Caribbean, moving right into the heart of the Everglades. You may think you're looking at a dry sandbank, but with a little imagination, it becomes a mangrove swamp infested with alligators. Now these, of course, are the real thing. But in Adventureland, all the animals will be mechanical replicas, life-size and lifelike, but made from plastic and steel. And here, they're being tried out in a test tank. Continuing our dry run, we're moving into African waters. And from the treetops comes the chatter of birds to mix with the cries of wild animals on the banks below. Elephant country. And to match these true-life adventure scenes, here's one of the plastic pachyderms being modeled in our shops. Now we're approaching a waterfall on the Nile. And the trickle that flows over this model will grow to 4,000 gallons a minute in the finished version. Still in Africa, down the Congo, up the Zambezi into Lake Tanganyika. Here on the shores, we come upon the realm of the African lion and the creatures of the Serengeti Plain. Towering above them all, the giraffe. And it's pretty hard to tell him from our mechanical version. To reproduce these animals requires the combined efforts of the finest designers, sculptors, and master mechanics. Entering Zululand and moving past a cannibal village, we come upon a marshy backwater. The home of the hippopotamus. Our studio model is still undergoing final tests. And here's another view that shows how we make a hippo hop. Crossing Lake Victoria, the headwaters of the Nile, we turn into one of the tributaries. Pass under a swinging bridge and return to our waterfall. And here the model gives us an idea how our launch will look as we pass behind it. We're on our way home now, and if it gets a little rough from here on, it's only because we're running the rapids through a narrow gorge. Finally, we emerge into quiet waters again. And after our launch brings us back to the home port at the International Dock, we'll want to take a little time to wander through the streets and byways of this tropical settlement on a jungle river. We'll find many things of interest here. For instance, on display in the bazaar will be exotic tropical plants and a collection of rare curios from all over the world. Of course, our trip through Adventureland was mostly make-believe. But it's only a step from fancy to fact, and only a short time to our opening date in midsummer of 1955. Now at the pavilion in the plaza, the afternoon band concert is building up to a finale. That's the cue that our visit has come to an end. You've seen some of the things we've done and learned what we're planning to do. This is our progress report to date from Disneyland.